Good evening. It is 10 p.m. Do you know where your loved ones are? Have you hugged them? Do you even know what day it is? It is Tuesday, June 10th. It is 10 p.m. on the West Coast. We are going to get into some news and some of the things that are popping in the space. If you are tuning in, do the things that nice people do. Give a like, give a share, do all those things. We're going to get into things momentarily. Here we go.
Was in the side bus when it back in line. The guitars me in the side bus when it back in line. The guitars me in the side bus in the side. The guitars me in the side bus in the side.
Yo, check it, I'm catching that wave. Football's the name, got the game on the stage. Focus on shine, watch me light up the night. Digital dreams, yeah, we taking flight. This ain't just art, it's a hustle, you see. Bitcoin's a brush, paying wealth digitally. Yeah, I'm stacking these tokens, making my move. In this new world, baby, watch how I groove. We in the cloud, it's a virtual space. Focus the future, setting the pace. With every drop, we rewrite the rules. The step back, we the kings, no fools.
The guitars me in the side bus, when it ride bus. Like nobody else other than us in the side bus, in this ride bus.
Yo, check it, I'm stacking these blocks. Fuku's and them is taking over the clock.
We're about to get shit going if you are tuning in. Thank you. Holy shit. I put a link on my X profile if you want to come on the stream. Do so. You don't need to put your camera on. Give me your retarded take. Let me know what you're thinking, because if you leave word in the comments, I will not read them. All right, and just like that, you know what? We were going to play some more songs, see if we could get some more people in here, but I don't give a shit. We are going to run through the news because I need to know what the fuck is going on. I put a link in my X profile if you want to come on stage. Do that. Come share. Give me your takes. Let me know what the fuck is going on, because this fucking space is absolutely insane and there is no way to get a grasp on it from one viewpoint. And my viewpoints are consistently wrong. So if we could get somebody in here who's got a better viewpoint, that would be awesome. But there is some shit going on. So let's get into all the things. We saw Bitcoin, right? Last night, I talked about every single person that I've onboarded into crypto was in the good yesterday. Why? Because Bitcoin, it reached $110,000 before settling in at this range we're at now. We are range bound for the moment. All of this shit is crazy because the market kind of just collapsed when Elon and Trump decided they are no longer best friends. Like, what a strange day that was. I had a bunch of shit happen personally at that same time. So it was just one of those weird moments. I don't know if there's any astrologists on board, but if you could let me know what the moons were doing, maybe that would bring some clarity to what is happening. Meme coins are leading the fucking gains. We have been waiting for meme coins to fucking pump. Fartcoin, in the last 24 hours, it's up 18%. The interesting statistic about Fartcoin, and I brought this up last night and the night before about Dogecoin. Dogecoin holders, there's 8 million of them. They do not sell, they hodl. What is interesting about the metrics for Fartcoin is these MFers, I think the stat was something like 80% of the people who purchased Fartcoin never sold. They just knew it was the meme of the decade. And if it comes to fruition, they are going to be so happy because they are They have just hodled. They doubled down when the price dropped. They told people Fartcoin was the real deal. People blasted it, said it's ridiculous. Often the most ridiculous things are the ones that actually get traction. And Fartcoin is a ridiculous thing that has gotten traction. Dog with Hat, it's back up 16%. Does that bring Ansem back into the fucking green zone? Another interesting comment. We are seeing Murad. It wasn't 2 weeks ago where everybody was saying he is now washed up and an idiot. He's the guy who's creating TikToks, crypto shit. And in reality, everything he spoke about is now coming to the playing field. Do we see meme coins really rally? It would be so nice. The crypto market cap, it rose $60 billion in the last 24 hours. The liquidations that we saw, it's so nice to just see mad inflows, $60 billion in 24 hours. I don't care who you are. That is substantial, and we will take it. Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum dominance, we're going to touch on those things in a minute because I think the story is interesting and continually unfolding. We have Bitcoin ETF tsunami. What does that mean? It means that the inflows for Bitcoin have started and they are just getting started, in my opinion. If Bitcoin hits $130,000, I don't know what the psychological number is for Bitcoin at the moment when it goes above 110, right? These psychological numbers, people will FOMO in and sell because they think the top is in. Whatever your ideology is or your place on that spectrum is, there are numbers that we are about to hit that are going to turn shit up in ways that we have never, ever seen. At least with crypto. And if, let's say Bitcoin's at 150, let's say it hits 170, let's say it hits $200,000 per Bitcoin in the next 30 days. Right? That's a 2x from right now. Is that possible? People that are way smarter than I am say that this Omega candle is coming. This tension in the spring is at an all-time peak. It is about to go bananas. And when the spring uncoils, it never goes back to the original resting spot. That's the terminology. That's the idea that these people are shoving down my throat. These are the same people that were buying Ethereum, spending $28 million buying these huge clips of Ethereum when it was $1,700. The exact same people. And when Ethereum was $1,700 last month, I was saying it's going to $1,000 because I think the competition is so fierce. I don't know. Ethereum is such an interesting bird. But smart money was buying Ethereum at $1,700. Smart money is saying Bitcoin is about to go parabolic. Do with that what you want. While you decide what you're going to do, I am going to take a sip of IPA because it's delicious. And I've had a crazy day. How was your day, been? Leave word in the comments. I'm not going to read them. If you want to come on stream, you can do that. I'm probably not going to let you. No, I will. Okay. ETH derivatives, they are heating up. Ethereum open interest is at its all-time high, while dominance is still, we're up from the 5-year low. We're in the 4-year low, but ETH dominance, I think we're still under 10%. Does it really gain traction? Are these bets that people have been placing about to just go parabolic? ETH is not, it's not super fun or interesting to invest in, right? It would much more fun to win and lose money in meme coins because the differential is huge. What if the Ethereum differential and the Bitcoin differential are going to be equivalent to what we have all been hoping the meme coins would deliver? Stranger shit has happened. We've got L2s, we've got staking updates. There's a bunch of shit happening with Ethereum that is going to start moving the needle. I hope the Petra upgrade on May 7th would have done more damage to the trajectory, and it was lightheartedly accepted. It ran up a bit. It's still kind of teetering up, but there should have been this parabolic rise off of this Petra upgrade, and we didn't see it. I don't know. This is a really interesting time. We have Pyth. They are flexing their on-chain muscle. What does it mean? It means that the Pyth network has launched 100 ETFs, giving DeFi the data feed it has always deserved. So Pyth flexes its on-chain muscle. The Pyth network, they have live pricing. You know what? I'm not even going to double click on this story. Pyth was an interesting thing a couple years ago. I don't know. Leave word in the comments. Let me know if you are investors in the Pyth network. Here's another thing that I would say. If you are creating a network, why not create a network that people can pronounce easily? Pyth. Have you said the same thing to yourself? That is a problem for onboarding. Just that simple thing, because nobody knows what the fuck it's called. What did you invest in? I have no idea what it's called. Here's the ticker. Is that how you onboard MFers? Are you guys watching Sony? They have a layer 2. The Sony fucking layer is coming. Is it going to be a game changer? Gaming, is it going to give us the traction for technology advancement that it has provided in the past? I don't know. Like, AI is a whole new ingredient in the spaghetti sauce, and the flavor is new to everybody. Some people are going to be able to stomach it, digest it, build upon it. Others are going to get sick to their stomach and fart. Fart coin. Should have bought more fart coin. We see Franklin Templeton. They are going fully on chain, as everybody should. And everybody will. It is just like when I was trying to tell people you should be on the internet, and they were telling me we are fine being in the yellow pages. The dawn is coming for all of the work that we have been doing in the crypto space, in the NFT space, in the blockchain space, in the DeFi space, in this world. It's about to just become part of everything. I know this to be true, and I don't know what the big turn of events will be, but some technology will figure out a way to blend it seamlessly. An analogy might be when the internet came out and there were message boards absolutely everywhere. There was so much information, you didn't know how to find it, how to look for it, how to research it, how to do anything. And Google came out. And it was so powerful, it became a verb. Google it. If I tell you to Google it, you know exactly what that means. There was a time where that was alien vernacular to people. Google what? What are you talking about? Right? The change is coming. Crypto is going to be fucking in every fucking crevice that it's going to be like sand when you go to the beach. It's going to be everywhere. Part of it is the patience to wait for it. Sony, they are pioneers. Sonium, it is their TradFi DeFi handshake. They are trying to cross the boundary of kind of what Fortnite never did, right? Fortnite had this incredible opportunity to go crypto savvy. They didn't. Do we see GTA 6 be the crypto game that does it? Not if Sony has anything to say about it. Sonium and their idea is they are going to be the first to ring all of the bells and bring gaming into the ecosystem the way it should be. There will be a bunch of competition because this is the future. To sleep on this is a mistake, in my opinion. Franklin Templeton, these guys, as they go fully on chain, they are trying to literally tokenize everything. What does that mean? It means real world assets. Any physical asset that you have, if it has value, it will have a digital replica in the metaverse. Real world assets. We can trade the digital assets seamlessly, easily. The physical stuff, we'll get to it when we need to. Franklin Templeton turning their idea to put everything on chain signifies a company saying we no longer want to be in the web pages. We are going full port online. We are going to be a worldwide web company. There were a ton of companies that were brick and mortar that stayed brick and mortar. The smart companies figured out how to innovate their brick and mortar operations with online activity. Those that didn't disappeared instantly. Those that figured it out also kind of disappeared within 10 to 15 years because the giga giants like Amazon really had it figured out from the beginning. Who do you think has it figured out for the cryptosphere from the beginning? Is it Ethereum? Is it Bitcoin? Is it something like Abstract or Solana or Sui or Say or Hyperliquid? One of these contenders will show up with more answers than anybody else. And it will become the choice that is community driven because it's the best option and the community will decide. And what's interesting is AI will have a huge part in making this happen faster than it's ever happened. Already the crypto space, 7 days in the crypto space is 1 year outside of the crypto space. It moves that fast. When AI is an actual agent to every decision we make in this space, shit is going to move so fucking fast. It's going to be fucking awesome. And I have space pants for that particular occasion, and I will look fabulous. We have US lawmakers there pushing finally a crypto framework, trying to get the United States united on the front of crypto is good, all other things are bad. This aha moment, whether it's being pushed by the US government, sometimes the narrative needs to be pushed for people to start doing their own research. And if you do your own research about this space, every single one of you will have that aha moment, realizing that this is the way we move forward. And when we have a bunch of those aha moments, like those 8 million MFers that hold Dogecoin, that aha moment, people are going to start putting everything they have into digital assets. This aha moment is going to be like this flare gun that goes up and lets everybody know crypto is real and it's future forward. All you have to do is continue to read the tea leaves and stay tuned in. You might need a nudge down the road. You might need a nudge today. Maybe you got your nudge 4 years ago and are already involved in the space. Whatever your scenario is, do not take your eyes off the crypto space because it is coming. We see the Lazarus Group and the Bitcoin war chest that they have been establishing is growing and growing. North Korea's most evil group that is here to take everything you have in some sort of scam or some sort of twisted deal. They are banking Bitcoin. They have decided to turn all of their fucking profits from stealing your assets into Bitcoin. They have over 13,000 Bitcoin. This is a fucking corrupt North Korean hack group that is about to have more capital than nations, many nations on the planet. Like the game is about to shift. It really is. Holy moly. The other thing that I thought was so interesting was what happens, right, when we get some crazy rogue country that has the ability to print its own dollar, some small nation state, and these guys get it in their bonnet that they're going to print money and start buying Bitcoin. And they will take that country's dollar and turn it into Bitcoin as fast as they can and instantly crash that country's economy. But they will have turned that country's currency into Bitcoin. At some point, one of these countries is going to figure out some piracy act, and that will happen. That's going to be fucking wild. That's going to be fucking wild. As far as AI-powered scams, if you don't know, AI is involved with scamming a shit ton of money. They have, through deepfake agents and other, this is not AI doing this. This is people doing it. It's just like guns don't kill people. People kill people. AI didn't do this. This is people utilizing brand new tools to scam people. Long and short of it, TLDR is that $4.6 billion has been lost to some of these new AI fakes. And that's just in the last year, right? This shit is about to get really good. Older people, parents, grandparents, relatives, the scams are about to get awesome. And I'm here for it, and I got popcorn for it. Fake Bitcoin ledger tender news in Paraguay is coming. Government socials hacked a fake Bitcoin account. There was this weird thing where in Paraguay, people didn't know if the government was saying it's a rocky, clouded story that I am not going to get into. I do know that the government in Paraguay did not fall for the dupe. They did not fall for the scam, but it got close, right? Like they are engineering how to get your shit, and the AI is going to make it easier and faster. And I don't know. It's some shit we got to look out for. Trump NFTs at DC dinner. Okay, so this is interesting. There was a stealth drop of Trump NFTs. And if you attended one of these dinners with Donald Trump and had a Solana wallet, there were some magical drops in your wallet. There are rarities and politics. All of these things are starting to collide on chain. And I think it's fucking magical. I think having the political world do stuff on chain is a game changer for everybody. And it's a win for not the government, for the people. So while people are shitting on this, this is so much better than super PACs or the way things have been done in the past. Let's see the donations online. Let's see them on the blockchain where everybody can check it out. It's going to become the new democracy, where the United States is looked at as this democratic nation because we have free speech. Hopefully, we will be the purveyors of blockchain ideology and things happening on chain. And that too will become the new true democracy because it is on chain and public. And there's no shady shit because it's on chain. It offers us a new way to step into the future, which I think is really interesting. If you guys are bonk holders, you are super stoked. I have friends that have held bonk. I had two friends that did a boxing match for bonk. Jakey, Soul Jakey and Shrimp. And this was probably 3 years ago now. They did a boxing match for bonk, and each were given 10,000 bonk. And I think their bonk is worth quite a bit of money now. And I know that Shrimp has held his bonk for the entire time. Why is that interesting? Because if you have the ability to hodl these coins, good things comes if you pick the right ones. And there's a lot of shit shows, but there's a couple names that pop out that we all know about. Bonk, Mog, SPX 6900, right? I can go on and on. Bonk seems to have been one of those tokens that you wanted to hold. I remember when Bonk launched, I was doing a live space with ZK Shark, and it was the day that Bonk launched. And I'll never forget it. It was very interesting. But this token has continued to be part of the community, rhetoric, memeability, all the shit. It continues to deliver. They are getting ready to go live with their Kill to Earn game, which is a shooter game, and it is blending memes and mayhem. And the reports are that it's actually fucking kind of good. So the fact that Bonk Arena is launching a game, now it begins to get interesting, right? Like maybe it takes 2 more years before it really gets interesting. Maybe it takes GTA 6 to come out and show us what their narrative around the crypto shit is. But what I do know is all of these players in the ecosystem, they're going to learn from each other. And at some point, they're going to be able to deliver to you the value that your gambling addicted ass wants to keep plummeting your money away in this ecosystem. Whatever it is, they're going to figure it out. And it's going to be fun. And it's probably going to be worth your money in the beginning. And then it's going to be a shit show. Like everything else, you're going to lose everything. Quit wasting your time, start exercising, go outside, do some calisthenics, and quit trading crypto. Unless you hold Bitcoin or Solana, then keep doing your shit. We have Oncade. This is a new thing that is coming. It is Ethereum based. They just raised $4 million in their Web 2 arcade game. Is the gaming shit going to revive all of this shit? I do not know. We have Craft World Day goes live on the Ronin blockchain. If you're following that, it is a voxel style builder launches. It's on Axie Chain, showing Ronin is becoming a legit competitor in the gaming space. Are you guys on Axie? Have you been messing around with Ronin? I haven't reported on a bunch of the crypto games and NFT stuff in a minute, so it is nice to see what is happening. Flappy Bird reboot. They are paying crypto. The game is back. I think Flappy Birds now you're going to be able to earn some crypto if you like Flappy Birds. You know what? And that's about, I got like 10 other things in the gaming space, but nothing that really I want to talk about until we get to GTA 6. I really want GTA 6 to take off. Delicious. Delicious. All right. My mom would be super upset that I spoke with food in my mouth. My mom has never been on a live podcast stream. She doesn't even know what that is. like I'm old as fuck, right? Imagine me trying to explain to my mom, yeah, mom, I just I get online. The phone book? No, mom, not the phone book. The World Wide Web. I go on the World Wide Web and turn on a camera and I just talk shit for a bit. She's like, why do you do that? Mom, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. There's no answer that mixes sanity with what I might say. So I will say nothing. You know what time it is? I'll tell you what time it is. It is time to get into the heat map and see what the fuck is happening with the crypto space. We are almost back at Bitcoin all-time highs. Bitcoin is at 109. Everything is fucking green. Hype is fucking super green. Uni is super green. We talked about Uniswap yesterday. One of the interesting things before we double click on all this shit. Uniswap, SushiSwap, some of these different aggregators. These used to be websites that I visited 5-6 times a day because the UX and the UI in crypto sucked. And that was 4 or 5 years ago. As things have gotten better and smoother, I visit Uniswap, SushiSwap, any of these fucking swap protocols less and less because the wallets are starting to build it in. We're still running in. Here's an example. So Abstract is fairly new. And it is not ubiquitous, meaning it is not everywhere like Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin are. Even some of the big players like Coinbase do not know what Abstract Chain is. That's a fucking problem. That's a huge misstep, right? Like it's not easy to deal in Abstract yet. It will be. And when it is, fucking this shit just flows. Uniswap, it used to be this place you went to because you had to swap assets constantly. Now it happens in the wallet. So you don't visit the website anymore, but it doesn't mean it's not a player. Now it's in the back end. It's part of the machinery that most users don't even know that a swap is happening. Most crypto users that will enter the space now and forward will not understand what a swap is because they'll just push a button. It'll say swap in the wallet, but they won't understand what is actually happening. Uniswap, Radium, a bunch of these protocols are now engineered in part of the back end. They're booming. Uniswap is an example of something that is fucking just booming. And it's so interesting to see it booming, and it's not in your mind. It's not in the webs. What does the Uniswap logo look like? If you haven't visited it in the last year, you might have forgotten. Like it used to be as important as Microsoft logo or the Apple logo to me. That's how often it was a part of my daily routine. I haven't been to Uniswap maybe in 4 months because it's just in the flow of shit. In the flow of shit means it disappears. It's going to disappear like the steering wheel is starting to disappear from the automobile. It just becomes part of the machinery. Soon people won't even know how to fucking drive. Just like soon people will not know how to swap assets from one chain to another if they have to do it manually. It will be a skill set that you don't need to have anymore. Driving a vehicle, understanding what drifting is, what lane change, you will not need that skill set. Very much like you don't need to remember phone numbers anymore because you have your phone and it stores everything. When I was a kid, I probably stored, 30 or 40 telephone numbers in my head. Because if you got in trouble, you needed to remember them. I don't remember anybody's phone number now. Not one. I might even call 912 in an emergency because I don't remember even a 3-digit phone number. Nor will anybody. You just say, emergency, you tell your phone and it does it for you. The number pad on a phone will disappear. You'll just say, call Frank, and it'll know the number. Why would you push 10 numbers? That's fucking labor. Like, I'm going to get tired. That's 10 numbers. It's all going to just start to get smoother and disappear. And in that, crypto wins. It fucking wins big. It wins bigger than anything I have ever seen in my entire life. Crypto greed and fear index is coming in at a 72. We're bumping up. We like the greed zone. We want to stay in the greed zone. That's it. I could beat that horse, but it is laying down and it's chilling. So we're not going to beat it anymore. Bitcoin dominance, it's in the red. ETH dominance, it's in the green. What do you think is fucking happening with Ethereum? The Giga Chad's buying $18 million, $25 million clips at $1,700. I commented it in my Substack on the fucking podcast consistently. Are these guys idiots? What is happening? They were the smart guys. How far does ETH run? I bought $400 worth of Ethereum this morning. And I don't know why. Like, I feel like it might be about ready to rip, and I don't want it to rip. I want everything else to rip, but I just think, I don't know. What are you going to do? Bitcoin is coming in at 109,576. 57% to the good this year. Ethereum, 2793. I saw an awesome post by Vo earlier today. And I'll just paraphrase it. 2019 Solana, 59 cents. Ethereum, $2,800. 2025 Solana, 164. Ethereum, $2,500. Ethereum has been stagnant while Solana ran from 83 cents up to its current clip. And Solana, it's priced at 164. We're only up 3%, 4% on the day. Solana's in an interesting spot. Watch Solana. We're at like the 164 mark. I'm not even going to look at charts. I'm just going to say that there's this number for Solana. I don't know if it's psychological. It probably fits into the technical analysis as well, but $200. If we see Solana clip $200, it's gone. It's going to shoot the fuck up. That's just my thought. I don't know if it. Yeah, there's some technical analysis that you might want to look at, but Solana's another spring that I think is coiled. Dogecoin is also fucking coiled. 8 million people hold this thing and never want to sell it. They are gonna, as soon as it turns green, they're gonna start buying it like it's the last pizza party in the world. Top meme coins by market capitalization. We have NPC, Pepe, Doge, Shiba Inu, and SPX. SPX and Murad's token, it's up 10% on the 24 hours. Is this, man, it would be so interesting to see Murad go from hero to zero back to profit. If SPX pumps, he'll be king shit. He really will. Let's check in on the official Trump coin. My analysis for the Trump coin has been this time around, it is a buy between $10 and $11. That was before we saw some of the FUD come out of the Trump camp, and I'm not sure who's claiming responsibility, who wants to go on record for being a part of that token. I do know that there is still some things that are murky. The clarity has not been delivered. The fact that we saw some FUD come out around the token and it still hasn't dropped below $10, to me, is a strong indicator. I may start chipping into this if we see it drop below $10.50 because I don't see it going below its previous low, which was $7.98. And I think the next button that gets pushed where they add some utility to this token, it goes from $10 to $40. That would be the awesome thing to happen. I don't know if it will happen. I am going to start chipping in if we see it drop another 30 cents. I'll start doing some DCAs because I don't think this dies. It's the first presidential cryptocurrency ever launched, and it will not die. DEX volume is coming in $15.547 billion. We are up back in the green, which is unusual in the summer because usually the summer brings a slowdown of shit. 27,305 tokens launched just by Pump Fund in the last 24 hours. How does that happen? These guys are raking in so many fees. It is good for them. I mean, good for them. It is officially Bitcoin season. If you don't know, do we see altcoin season ever happen? I mean, if Bitcoin keeps pumping, it's going to just zap altcoin season. It is not going to happen the way we thought it was going to happen. What we had hoped and dreamed for in this space will not come to fruition. And that kind of sucks. In NFT land, I'm not going to go to charts or stuff. There's a couple things I'm watching. Final Bosu. I like the collection. I think it is actually dipped a bit and might be close to mint price, which is a scary time for collections. If it goes below mint price, it's like, okay, what are you guys doing? I do know that FUD is part of the game. Do I think this team can pull out of this predicament? Absolutely. I'm not only invested in the Final Bosu collection on Abstract, I'm invested in the Legacy collection on Ethereum called the Bosu Legacy. This is the coolest shit in the NFT space, I think. There's 555 of these. You purchase one of these, you turn in your medallion or your badge to the team, and it takes them some time, but their artist will deliver a personalized PFP to you, and it becomes part of their legacy collection, their lore, their platform that they are going to build from moving forward. The other interesting thing to think about is the Bosu Legacy Pass. There's 555. So that's a lot of individuals, right? But there's a ton of whales. So I did a breakdown of the numbers. Of these 555, it actually represents only 300 individual owners. So those 300 holders, not all of them have requested their personal PFP. As they start to fill these, this is how their storyline is going to be built. Some of the people that are already a part of this 555 collection are epic, awesome individuals. This is your chance to join that group of 555 individuals. I think before Final Bosu, they just gave me my PFP, I think 2 days ago. I think the previous person that they did the custom for was Luca Nets. Go back in the history of what they are putting out. It's just neat to be a part of what these guys are bringing to the table. And if you believe in what people can do, this is a group that you should believe in. What's even more interesting is this is a group of brothers, a band of brothers that have broken up and gotten back together, right? Like you grow up and you hate each other, you fight, you go do your own thing, and at some point you come back together as true family. These brothers have done that. And in coming back together, they have the goal of building an empire. And these are lofty goals. And to do magic shit, you need to have lofty goals. You need to set your sights on the horizon. That's the only way to get there. And not everybody gets there, but sometimes people do. I like what these brothers are cooking up. I'm here for it. I think you should research the Final Bosu collection on Abstract and look at the Bosu Legacy collection on Ethereum. I don't know, when I think about family and brothers and companies and putting things together and finding a creative way for three brothers to move together. They've already created the vehicle where they're in this car and they're moving forward. And in my view, they're going to continue moving forward till the wheels fall off. And I've spoken to two of the brothers on video calls. I'm in the Discord. I'm in chats with them. These guys are the real deal. So do not sleep on the Final Bosu collection, either on Ethereum or Abstract. The other collection that I'm kind of into, and I have two Dremelios, is the Dremelio collection on Abstract. And they are about to release or just releasing this interesting trait spin narrative where you can take your NFT and add a certain token amount and you can re-roll to see if you get upgraded traits on your PFP or traits that are more desirable to you. It's not going to skew the rarity or any of this stuff, but it's an interesting way for a team to try to deliver assets to the users that they actually resonate with. Imagine if all the D'Amelios were able to re-spin and do their shit to find a PFP that resonates with them, and they're like, that's me. This is my branding moving forward. How fucking cool for the company, D'Amelio, right? We've got this shit ton of people that are now using our artwork and our message as their personal branding for everything they do digitally. Like, these are big stakes for companies, if you think about it. It's really cool what's happening. When we see these companies mix, right? Like the custom PFPs like Final Bosu, D'Amelio coming up with custom traits. We're all getting closer. What are we getting closer to? We're getting closer to you getting a digital identity and being able to plug it into Call of Duty, Fortnite, fucking Pac-Man. I don't care what the fuck you want to play. We're almost at this point where you as a gamer get to plug yourself in, and all of a sudden the game is more interesting because your representation is a part of the game. I remember when games first started allowing you to change your shirt or your hat color. Like, that was fucking, like, it was so mind-blowing. You could customize your avatar, and it's only blown up since then. It's blown up in here. It hasn't blown up physically. We haven't seen these things really come to fruition where they're game changers, and they make people imagine talking to your mom. Hey, mom, you should play this game. It might relieve stress. I don't want to play it. It's ridiculous. It's a game about growing plants, and you might enjoy watering plants in the digital world. She doesn't want anything to do with it. As soon as you say, Mom, I did a 3D rendering of you and I put you in the game. Look, Mom, you're in the game. As soon as your mom, any person sees themselves in the game, their interest level is peaked. Something changes. When companies can deliver that in spades, the onboarding will be so fast, so wicked, so awesome. I don't know. It super excites me. All right, I fucking shot the shit with you guys long enough. I'm sorry I just rant on and on. That's how we do it. I was hoping to get a bunch of announcements today as far as my future and what is happening in the art world, and they did not come. Tomorrow, the announcements are supposed to happen, and I will share with you what happens as soon as they come in. I hope you guys enjoy all the things. If you tuned in, I appreciate it. I really do. Stay out of trouble. Go get some merch. That's how we do it. I want you guys to enjoy all the things. Peace.